Welcome back again today, friends. You are going to do so many things with me. You are doing over an hour and 12 minutes of things with me in this video. So that means that this video was filmed over quite a bit of time. And we have so many projects. Look. The kombucha in the kitchen, the pressure canners are out. Thank you to Thrive Market for sponsoring today's video. Go to thrivemarket.com/JStewart to get 40% off your first order and a free gift worth over $50 when you join Thrive Market today. All this stuff on my counters, so much cleaning, so much to show you inside and outside. So stick with me, kid, we're going places. So first off, I am wiping down all of my canning jars. This is from my bean canning experience that just grew and grew on me. Only thing I needed to do was wipe my jars down with vinegar after, because with that canner load, I forgot to put a little bit of vinegar in the pressure canner, which kind of just takes some of the mess off the cans from the pressure canning experience. We persevered with canning these beans. I've gotten lots of questions. Lots of you experienced canners who washed totally understood where I was coming from. And then some other people wanted to know why can beans in the first place, J. Morrell. I kind of have 2 or 3 reasons why I wanted to can the beans. First off is beans are inexpensive and I have them, and I am continuing to grow in my pressure canning skills and abilities. So because of that, beans seemed like a logical food item that my family eats and uses in lots of things. I mean, tacos and chili alone, but you think tacos, chili, soup, refried beans, lots of reasons and ways that we use beans. This seemed like a good project for me to tackle when I was going through my ball canning book. And so here I'm just writing on the lids exactly what is going on in these cans. Another reason to have canned beans is, like you know, beans take soaking and they take quite a bit of time just in cooking them. And so with that, when we have canned beans, there we go. It will just be pop the top and they are ready to go. I am storing them in the boxes that the jars came in from now. And here I am just loading them all back up. I did several loads of them. And again, I'm proud of me for doing this. And if nothing else, this can just show you, if you haven't done a bunch of canning before, you can jump in at any point and get started. Now, back at our farmhouse, I did quite a bit of canning when it came to fruit and jams and also pickles. And life just took off fast, quick, and in a hurry with my food preserving a few years after that. And now I am getting back into actually using the pressure canners and not just the water bath canners. On this day, just the whole kitchen was closing in on me. I've been trying to get more food projects done, and you know, I have lots of tools and equipment, and we're also in the middle of this big kitchen remodel. Part of why in 2021, along with health stuff going on and baby stuff and kidney stuff, I just kind of shut down a little bit for extra food projects, besides of course the freezer meal projects that always go down. But yeah, I've just been trying to get some more things done in this kitchen, and I feel like I'm not really doing a good job at it. I know that you do not have to have a huge kitchen in order to get good and deep and wide food projects done, but I would have to take some more time to organize my life more deeply to make this kitchen work at this point. Can we just say, Mama's done, I'm ready for the new kitchen space? Because remember, not only am I feeding my family of 11 for real, I'm also working on additional food projects and recipe development and filming and all kinds of things in this little space. So can I get an amen, a yes and amen for why J. Morrell is, why the new kitchen project got moved to the top of our list? This is a big reason why. So, I mean, some weeks I'm shooting 30 to 40 hours of video in this space here. And anyway, so here I am washing out. I got these brewing bottles from Amazon, and I am going to use them for my kombucha. I am timing something there. I like to set a timer It really helps me when I have big projects in my head that I'm trying to get done, and just helps me feel like I'm kind of staying in control a little bit of my time and what's happening. Here I am expertly giving a kiddo some wisdom in something, putting my earbud back in. I am usually listening to Dave Ramsey or a business podcast or teaching whenever I get working like this. It just helps give me some energy to get going. Hey, Jamera, how do you get energy to do all these things? So just gives me something to focus on while I'm pushing through. And so I am soaking out all these bottles, also washing out all the jars that we get our milk in right now during the season for our family, and washing some bowls. So again, lots of hand washing things and other washing going down right now. And so I'm working on hand washing out my silicone muffin pans there. We had done cornbread in them the other night, and they need hand washed. Also, in my most recent, one of my recent videos, I was wearing a t-shirt that said "Blessed to be a Grammy," and I don't think I had officially announced it over here, but I have shared on Instagram several months ago that we are officially grandparents. Our first grandbaby will be here this summer. That's from our oldest son and his wife. They've been married going on 3 years already. Time flies when you're having fun. So that is official, and it is a boy. So we have been joking that, oh my goodness, he's going to have so many uncles, so many fun uncles, that he gets to learn all the shortcut secrets for so much outdoor fun. It's going to be the place to be, to come and play with all the monkey uncles, as I call it. So anyway, right now I've got a chicken shirt on, so because you know I love my chicken shirts as well. But that is official. And so, I don't update on every little thing, right as it's happening, but I do share, I tend to share a little more and some more family pictures and such over on Instagram. And the big reason why is I started over on Instagram several years before I started over here on YouTube. It was back when I was just doing full-time blogging. I want to say, boy, what was it? I want to say it was 2011, might have been 2012. We got going over there, and I have pictures way back of just kids that are teenagers now, over having tea parties and playing in the mud, and family. This morning pictures came up in my Facebook memories, but I had shared them originally on Instagram. It was like a beach trip from 2013, and the kid who's now a dad was at the beach, and just very, very, very fun. So I appreciate obviously the picture aspect of Instagram. So if you don't follow me over there, you might want to do that. And sometimes you get to see things over there that you don't get to see over here on YouTube. So I have my one pot soaking with hot soapy water several things. I am hand washing out those bottles there. And whenever you see me look up, that's just stretching my neck, because I like to, keep my head on my shoulders. That's good. And as of filming this video, we had our one-day milk cow, Margaret, out in our back garden area. Another recent question I received is, what are we doing with the back garden area? And we were going to just take that fencing out, because I'm doing a garden attempt in another part of the yard this year. However, we decided, because last summer, so even in 2021, even though I wasn't doing a bunch of homesteading videos because I was, on the couch with a new baby and awaiting my kidney surgery and all that, we still had a lot of homesteading going on. So in that garden last year, we rotated a lot of poultry through that upper garden, and sometimes we'd rotate goats through there, and sometimes we'd let, everything grow up for several weeks or a month, and then rotate different animals through there. So we're just used to it being a fenced space. And so now we've put Margaret right there so we can keep an eye on her, and her calf hutch is there, and she's got like 3,000 square feet. If you look at how much room bottle-fed calves have in some settings, Margaret's got like 100 times more room and a whole big space to herself. Now in a few weeks, whenever we bring our 3 little pigs home, Margaret will rotate to the barnyard area, which it's about an acre or so that is fenced. And then we will have the 3 little pigs directly behind the house so we can get them acclimated and keep an eye on them. So that's what has happened to the original 2020 garden area, is it has become a rotating animal yard area. And it's nice to have different critters really close to us that we can keep an eye on or go out and be with. It's lots of fun, and kids can run through there and I can keep an eye on them through the kitchen window and all that. So now I am just continuing to fill bowls with hot soapy water, and then I pour that water into other bowls. Also washing out my roaster oven there from when we did chili. We did what I like to call a 3-night chili. Made a big batch and just continued to eat it till we could eat it no more, but we finished it, so we are accomplished. You know, I cook like that. I started way back in the day when we had only 3 small children. They were like, you know, ages 6 and 3 and infant. And I worked, though, every weekend I did 3 12-hour shifts, but as a nurse, you know, those overnight 12-hour shifts can quickly become, you know, 14, 16 hours, depending on how much charting and how much you have to deal with at the end of your shift that doesn't end, right? So back then, I was home with my kids to homeschool all week, and I went back into work at 7 p.m. on Fridays, basically Friday afternoons. By 4 or so, I had to start preparing to go in. And if you're a mama who has been off all week and you work weekends, you just know, not complaining at all, but it's a heart transition. Like, okay, I got to be mama all week, and now I've got to go in, and I feel like, don't know what to say other than pay my dues this weekend, so I can be with my kids all next week again. It was always very hard when I would go in on Fridays, but we did it. And all that to say, Wednesdays or Thursdays, I would try to batch up some meals, or Thursday I would make a big meal that would last 2 or 3 days, that would help get through the weekend. Travis also worked full-time all week, and then he was home all weekend with the 3 little kids while I worked. And then I would get home in the mornings, like on Saturday morning, and I'd put baby Naomi in the bed with me, and she would just nurse and sleep all day. And then we did that again on Sundays. Usually on Fridays when I went in, I would not sleep before. I just, again, put that whole Friday into my kids and homeschooling and, you know, running and chasing butterflies in the field and all that. And so Friday night would be hard, but that way, Saturday when I got home, I had no problem sleeping. And I just slept in my drool all day Saturday, got up Saturday night, went and did it again, slept hard all day Sunday, then would go in Sunday night. But again, it never failed that Sunday night there would be something to push me getting home late on Monday morning. And of course, Travis and I were tag teaming and juggling our schedules. He would have to wait for me to get home on Monday, and sometimes that would make him late. And again, this is just, you know, this is what parents do, right? Juggling schedules and stuff. And then on Monday, so I'd be totally exhausted, I would try to just push through the morning as long as I could until we could get to, you know, maybe kind of a down afternoon nap time. And we would all sleep, and then also I would sleep in the living room and put the TV on and put the baby gates up and just kind of be there with my baby, and the 3-year-old and the 6-year-old could, I don't know, jump on my head, jump on the couch next to me. But that's how Mondays were all about me getting a little sleep. And then Travis would be home probably about 4 or 5, depending, and then make it through dinner, and then I would get to bed early Monday night. This is like life of a nurse, right? Kind of half sleep, half not sleep on Mondays. Sleep Monday night. But I was so thankful. Even though I was exhausted in the living room, and it was TV babysitter trying to get through the day until my husband got home time, we were together. And then we had all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday, all day Thursday, all day Friday, again, until we did it again. So just felt like sharing that little working mama weekend routine with you as I was thinking about my big batch chili and how I got into that. That really helped me because I figured, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I wasn't cooking, and trying to be helpful because, of course, Travis had worked all week too. And so there I am taking my kombucha starter out, getting it in another jar just for now. And now I'm going to work on filling my bottles. And there we go. Sometimes I kind of overflow it, but yep, those funnels, they work. That came with the bottles. There we go. And again, I'm not a kombucha expert, but my friends are. And I just know it's supposed to be good for gut health. And I need that right now as I continue to heal my gut from my adventures of 2021. And I probably have needed gut health healing, though, honestly, my whole life. I did not realize, I don't think I've mentioned this before, but let's talk about, different health things Jameril goes through. So I've actually had a skin condition pretty much my whole life. And I thought, I'd been to different doctors with it. And I remember even like for nursing school, I had to go get a physical and such. And I showed it to that doctor, and she told me to, change my laundry detergent. And different family doctors have pretty much told me the same thing. And as a kid and as a young adult, no, I did not go to a dermatologist. Hey, there we are. We're going to get the canners. Going to get the stuff out of canners too, yay. But anyway, I'm going to finish telling you this gut health story too. Yes, we're looking at the pressure gauge also. All that to say, in nursing school, I thought I figured out that I had eczema. And actually, in my 40s, I think I figured out that I have psoriasis. Oh my, psoriasis and a beehive. Okay. Pause on psoriasis. Let's talk about this beehive. So this is our flow hive, and Travis is going to sit down here now, and he is going to build this thing, and we're going to have it. We're going to have our flow hive. Eventually, we're going to get it set up outside. We're going to order some bees, but we're not ordering bees yet until this flow hive is ready. Ask me how I know. And so Travis said, it was really cute, he said this flow hive is kind of like IKEA for bees. So he's going to get going with this. Okay, so back to psoriasis. I think that I have figured out that that is actually what I have. And doing some research, hey, yeah, there's the inside of the frames of the flow hive. Again, we're going to go back and forth from psoriasis to flow hive. We can do it. If you have psoriasis or skin things in general, what I have been learning is that that is actually an autoimmune condition, and it also can largely be treated and goes back to gut health. So as a kid, I really suffered with it, and as a young adult in my 20s, it was just very painful. And there was a family we went to church with who their kids had eczema, and I saw she used a lot of Vaseline. So back then I started using a lot of Vaseline on my skin, and I would have pajamas that I wore just with that, and that is the only thing I could find that was soothing. Now I have since learned with psoriasis that I wasn't too far off. That's actually one of the ways people self-treat. But there are traditional medicine treatments out there, and injections and red light therapies and creams. But again, my experience and what I've been learning and what has been confirmed to me is, a lot of that just treats the outside of the problem. But if the inside of the problem is the gut has to be healed. And I think that since I've been about 8 or so, I have needed gut healing, and I didn't know. So, things you learn along the way. So that is why, okay, going back with this gut healing stuff, and even recent things I've been learning is, mental health and different wellness issues and different sicknesses and conditions can go back to the gut. There are some people, not everyone, some people who, if they're able to get their gut in alignment properly, they can actually have a level of healing where if they've been gluten-free, they can then have gluten again, but they have to have their gut healed. Also going gluten-free and dairy-free. Again, it's deep and wide, the levels of reading and research I have been doing. So not an expert, but I'm just sharing with you some of my journey. And why I'm also brewing kombucha and doing sauerkraut and kefir and some other things in this house as well. Because apparently, since I have been a child, it is something that I have needed to have healing in. And so maybe now I'll get those things figured out. And if you are also a mama trying to figure some things out, well, we can just figure some things out together, right? So here we are. Travis is drilling the different walls of the flow hive here. And this took him, it was about 2 hours or so. It'll be real quick for you in this footage. But he can figure things out. Look, he's measuring things. I mean, good job, Travis. Good job. You know, what is it? Measure twice, cut once, or whatever. He's not cutting, but he's getting everything exact. So that's where our personalities are very different and how we complement one another. He can do these things, and yep, I can sit there and smile and say, good job, Travie. All right, so now he is going to work on some frames that need built for the flow hive. He is just, you know, making it look easy, right? All right, so here is one of the doors where we will be able to access the honey. And look at this. Look at what Travis built. Okay, Travis, whoa. You feel like a bee man? Nice.
So you gotta pull the little door out. Stick the key in.
Oh, this is for when we harvest in a year, right?
Yeah.
turn it, and then
And
it's...
then the honey just flows down to the bottom.
Okay.
And you put the little tube in here.
And that's when we'll open those doors. Okay. That's okay. We'll get that in a minute. I'm holding something else. I can't pick it up.
And you got to put it in the top to close it.
Okay. Very nice. Thank you, Amelia. So honey days are coming. So how long did that take you to build? It seems like you worked on it a couple hours.
Yeah, but I'm slow.
Well, that's okay. You were using those, we're gonna throw that around. You were using tools and you were measuring. You were doing things. You're so smart. Yay. Nice. And then what's this will sit on top of the other box, right?
Yeah, this is the brooding box.
The brooding box, okay. And what's happening over here?
And I think we have to get those little honeycomb things and put in here.
Okay, well we have those with that other hive.
This is the queen.
Okay, the queen situation.
Doesn't let the queen go through, I guess.
Okay.
She doesn't run away.
Okay. Something. And if we're saying anything wrong, we'll learn. We're gonna watch more videos, right? And you said we were gonna look into getting a stand for it?
Yeah, they're out of stock.
Okay, I'm excited. Well, thank you. Well, I got some fertilized chicken eggs we got to get in the incubator today, too.
Where to put it in.
Yes,
And
yes. Well, you had some ideas.
The bee hat and the bee suit.
Mm-hmm.
And the little
smoker. Now, Daniel was already carrying that around trying to figure it out. I was saying, I think I have read nothing on it. Do you get some kind of fire going in that?
Yeah.
I mean, smoke has to come out of it. How do we do that?
Probably some leaves or something.
Okay. We'll do something.
I'm sure there's directions somewhere.
There's directions somewhere. We will be looking for those. Good job. Yay. Okay, so now I have been working on getting this incubator ready to go. This is an incubator Travis picked up for me at Tractor Supply. I had read so many reviews and my eyes kind of glazed over. But this is the one that he got me, and right now I'm just working on having the appropriate amount of water in there to get the humidity up. The humidity needed to be about 48 to 53 or 55%, and you can see we are still in our 20s there. The temperature is correct. So waiting to get the humidity up, going through the notes again, and once the humidity is up, then we will get the eggs in. So felt like a science project, getting everything up and running. I got 24 eggs that are fertilized from a friend of mine, and she gave me a variety of egg colors, and we should have a variety of egg layers from this batch. Some will most likely also, some from our laying hens will also be processed whenever we do meat birds this summer. But just trying to get a good flock going now, and we'll make those decisions later. But right now, I am putting a little X with a pencil on every egg, and this was just with the directions in the incubator. It had said you do a little X and you put your eggs in with the X facing up, and that way you're able to test to make sure the egg rotator is working properly. So Benjamin and Daniel are there supervising me to make sure I'm, first off wanting to know, wait a minute, Mommy, why are you doing that to the eggs? And actually it was cute. Benjamin asked me, and I think this is also posted over on Instagram, but he asked me if the baby chicks were going to have an X on them since I made an X on their eggshells. So I thought that was precious. But we're going to get those in the incubator, and then we will test the roller and make sure that everything is playing along and doing what it needs to do. Okay, now flying outside. Look at this. So this is Travis pushing the wire up. This is the new wiring for the kitchen. And him and Liam, actually, if you see the little rope hanging out there, they fed the rope all the way through it and then tied the wires to it. And so on the other end, we've got 2 or 3 boys pulling, and Travis is pushing and getting that wire up there. Apparently this is a very hard job and something that Travis did professionally for many, many years. So definitely helpful now with the kitchen. Well, and also We got, okay, here, before I talk about that, let me show you this. Okay, there's our pipes going all the way to the top, and that's new conduit Travis had run. Alrighty, so what you were just watching is I came outside to give you some yard and outside springtime updates because I really need to work on some projects inside and I'd rather be outside. So this gives me, let me go do it. But what I found when I came outside is Travis was working on pulling the wire, pushing it way up in the attic. They've got it run through there. And yeah, that's a big exciting stuff. But the wire goes, wow, that's a lot of wire. It goes a long way. You gotta push and pull, huh? But by the end of today, Travis should be able to email the county back and tell them to send back out our building inspector to check off on all this electrical work that Travis has been doing for the last couple weeks. I will also show you here in a few minutes the outlets and such and how that's all cut. Well, friends, I am back. Future J. Morrell here. Got my big Thrive Market box. Thank you to Thrive Market for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to click the first link in the description below at thrivemarket.com/JStewart. You will get 40% off your first order, plus you get a free gift worth over $50 when you join Thrive Market today. So what is Thrive Market? Thrive Market is this wonderful online grocery membership community. Groceries and online membership, all the things we love, and they are on a mission to make healthy groceries affordable for all families. And on Thrive Market, thrivemarket.com/JStewart, you are able to shop for thousands of natural, healthy living products, and you can get them below traditional retail pricing. I cannot wait to show you what I got in this Thrive Market order. And so much of this I can put in my raised bed gardens. Okay, yeah, so many good things. So they have such a wide variety of things. Let me show you. So we like tea here. A lot of the kids like a lot of different teas. So I really got into ordering all of their different organic teas. So we got a lemon ginger, and let's see. So 16 bags are in here. And then we got a hibiscus blend. Come on, more teas. I got all kinds of goodies in here, but okay. Yum. And a ginger tea. So we have a bowl of various tea bags. Nice little variety. And so I will just open these up and dump them in. And are they individually wrapped? If they're not individually wrapped, then I have boxes that I set out. And we just slowly work through them. This is roasted dandelion root, and they are individually wrapped. So that's what they look like. So I am raising a bunch of tea drinkers. So it says it's organic, non-GMO, gluten-free, kosher, no added sugars or sweeteners, no artificial ingredients, free of dyes and color additives, and preservative-free. So, like I say, so many different teas. Here's our variety of teas I got from Thrive Market this time. Here are the other goodies in my box. So at Thrive Market, you can get everything you need. They have an amazing selection of organic groceries, snacks, and supplements, eco-friendly cleaning items and non-toxic beauty supplies, personal care items, and organic kids products, wine, meat, seafood, and more. And the really cool thing is, so here we've got some organic pineapple. Cannot wait to try that. It is freeze-dried. Also, we got some freeze-dried strawberries. Okay, what's really neat also is if you have different dietary needs. So if you're doing the Whole30, or if you're on the AIP, if you're gluten-free, if you're doing keto, if you're dairy-free, if you're nut-free, if you're soy-free, you can filter the entire Thrive Market online grocery experience to only show you exactly what you need for your particular eating needs. There's over 90 plus diets and food sensitivities and food related needs that Thrive Market takes into consideration and that you are able to filter on their homepage. Oh boy, more things for the garden, yay. So let's see here, oh yes, so they had good price on tomato paste, so I got some more. And so what's really nice is Thrive Market has a monthly membership option, and then they have an annual membership option. So for the monthly, it's $9.95 a month, or you can join for the year for $59.95 per month. And if you break that back down, that makes it the same of about $5 a month. So, I like a lot of tomato paste, right? I'm like, all the tomato products. Come on, tomato paste. See what is in here. Nice. Yeah, so this is some coconut aminos. Similar to if you're not using soy sauce, it's where you need an alternative. There we go. So they wrap those real nice. Those are glass bottles. And then we have, oh yum, yes, caramel coconut chips. Very nice, very nice. And then we also, we're popcorn people around here. This is sprouted organic popcorn. Sprouted popcorn, there we go, from Thrive Market. So be sure to click the first link in the description below. Go to thrivemarket.com/JStewart to get 40% off your first Thrive Market order and get a free gift worth over $50 when you join Thrive Market today. Anyway, so there's the wire coming. It's all spread out, and Zion is helping him push it, and Travis is going in the garage to pull it now. There's the string that he originally pushed through. No, this is the ending string, isn't it? That's not your original string. Anyway, he fed this string through all the conduit and used the vacuum to pull the string in. And then once you got it to the end, you tied the wire to it, right? Anyway, he knows what he's doing, so we're glad about that. Okay, so over here, things on my update list that I would like to show and share. Travis also got his tractor working again. That has been down for the winter. Really, it needed a new engine, and the new engines for it were like, $7,000 or $8,000. But he found at Harbor Freight an engine that he thought he could line up pretty close to it. I think for $800 or $900. I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's a big savings if you're looking at putting a new tractor in, and it's putting a new engine in, sorry. It's really his excavator over there. We call it a tractor because it does tractory things for us. But anyway, to celebrate, he got me this big old pile of dirt. What a man. And the kids, to celebrate, the other day, they were going down it like they were sledding in the winter. So, yay, this is like compost and a bunch of mulch from trees that we've had down, and Travis likes having trees down and then grinding them all up, so that's cool. Whoa, over here, so things have been happening, huh? So here is how all the garden beds are looking. I do have 2 more to fill that space. So the other day I had to go out, had some appointments and such, and so Travis and Gabriel and Liam measured out these beds perfectly with a string and got them all nice and perfect. Detail stuff that Travis is into, so that is good. The thing that threw me off, this is not a huge thing, just something I'm like, oh, I didn't notice that, is when I ordered these beds, the first 8 are in this gray metal, and then the next 8 I ordered are in the shiny metal. So again, not a huge deal, but I made sure the next 2 I ordered to fill in the gap there were the shiny metal. And it's late afternoon now while I'm filming this, so there's some shade now, but I know from living here for the last 2 years, this area is just very, very fertile because we've moved our chicken dome across it a bunch. And also, this area gets the most sun on our property for the longest amount of time. And even when the trees are out and everything, the leaves, this is a big open sunshine area. So vision with this area is we will have a fence that goes around it, and Travis will put down fabric on the ground and go to the rock quarry, get rocks. And so I'm thinking we've been working on putting cardboard in and sticks and such, but my thoughts are that right here in this space, I gotta, in my basement, I gotta find my stockpile of the fabric bags, but gonna do a lot of fabric bags here. So here's how things are looking over here. So we still have this area pretty much all the way to our underground electric thing, and we do have it marked, and we do know where our wires run and everything. But this area would still be a nice area to do like the Ruth Stout gardening method, the no-dig gardening. I don't know today, of course I might be doing it tomorrow, but I don't know today if I'll be getting this done this season. But in my mind, I'm holding a spot that that's what we will be doing here. As it is, we'll have 18 of the 8x4 raised beds, and then we have 8 of these 4x2s. And so, okay, this is where we are today with that. And then I think I showed you in another video, but the dome, of course, will have a fresh tarp on it and have what the chickens need inside of it. But as far as movement, the dome can go all the way down here. You know, we just move it every couple days, and then slowly it ends up going all the way back to the top. That movement isn't, hold on here. It just depends on how many birds we have and their ages and how they're tearing up the ground. Sometimes it needs to be moved daily, and sometimes it can go 3 days or so before being moved. Nothing in that little. Currently have 12 white turkeys, and I'm thinking that they're still pretty young. I have them out today getting some sunshine, but that's not where they'll permanently stay yet. I'm thinking here in another week or two. Again, they're small. They'll be in here to get moving around a little bit. Then we'll go down. Oh yeah, there's Jack Wagon. He's still here, huh? Then, let's see. We've got things that need done. Lots of smaller sticks and branches that are down. We just need to do like a yard cleanup time. We've had lots of storms and wind and weather happening. So, and a bunch of this can be put in the raised beds too. And then we'll go down here and I'll show you some of the poultry babies that are getting sunshine today. So there they are. They are their own little flock, little troop staying together. They're getting some sunshine today as well. Here's you know who. And these little turkeys are just getting some sunshine today. So here might be another 2 weeks or so. I want to take a day. These the buffs and the barred rocks, they'll be laying eggs here before we know it. But I want to take a day and get all their wings clipped, and then I will start letting them go out in the big barnyard area every day. And so that will be an exciting time for them. And they've been doing dirt baths over here. Sean has come to see us. And Gooser's friend Duck. And Gooser, you're going to hiss at me. I'm in the cage and you're out. I see this. I see this. And then, hello, sir. Hello. Why am I in here? Why am I in here? So this is our barnyard gang right now. I hear that. I hear that, Gooser. Yes, yes. I hear you. Midnight's got his... You got a train to ride, don't you? Yes, you do. Okay. And then I'll show you some other projects that need to be done that I'm not getting to today. I'm going to go downstairs and work. But it is much more funner to show... Oh, Gooser. Much more funner to show you things going on. Sean's losing his coat. He's a wither, but he's getting some little horns on his head. Aren't you, buddy? Aren't you? So, garden area, gonna come together. Barnyard area, tree fell down. On one of our times, we went to the beach and we've left it down because the goats and such love to climb on it, and all the chickens, and we had a lot of ducks and chickens that were free-ranging. I say free-ranging, even though they're within a fence, they still have a really big area in here. This is what I call the barnyard. Anyway, they did a lot of their nests that they brooded on in the roots of that tree. So we just continue to leave it there because it's a great animal play structure. And the barnyard goes way down here, around the side. Over here, there's Midnight. Up there, and behind their coops there too. So, lots of areas to move around. And then we have this woods over here, and then we have another section of woods on the other side of the property. And so in here is what I'm thinking. I would like to, and again, plans may change. This is just my thought for the moment, is that if we fence this wood section in, but divide it into 2 different fenced areas, then we'll say, like with Margaret, you know, she can be on one side for a while, and then once that's all nice and pushed down, we can move her to the other side. And then there's a whole other section of woods we can do that with as well. So that's just some of my future fencing thoughts. More sticks down. So we got tulips coming up, got a bunch of mulch dumped in here the other day that I need to spread out. Can't do that at the moment, but this garden will come together. Still got Christmas flags up, but it's gonna come together. Got some Legos in there. I got the refrigerators on the porch. On the way to give Margaret her bottle, I will show you the progress in the future kitchen. There we go for the big baby. Okay, so, but again, there will be a porch here. And if you haven't seen, heard tell of, if you haven't heard any updates of us turning our garage into a kitchen, I've got a whole playlist and video updates, but I haven't updated in the last few weeks because, again, the electrical is just a tedious thing. And besides wire pulling and a few things, you know, it's mostly Travis doing it, and I keep him busy. So anyway, here is how the kitchen is looking. We laid out boards and everything, placing our table and our island and such yesterday. These boxes, again, if you're not an electric person, which I'm not either, none of this is connected yet. So we don't have exposed dangerous wires right now. We have to have it how it is for the inspector coming out, and it will not be hot. Like you see, there's where the sub panel is and all those wires sticking out, until we get to that point. And then there's things going on up in the roof there. So anyway, everywhere you see a box, this is where I'm gonna have, of course, stained glass windows here, couch, box, 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 box. All of these are floor outlets. Another one here. This is where we have, and Travis has them all labeled there, but different light switches for when we come in. And then we have decided the countertop will end here. So I'm gonna have my big custom trash can situation and my perfect mom chair and my couch area. And then here we've got outlet. That's for the microwave, outlet. This is the garbage disposal, and it's going to be a light switch for the light over the sink or under cabinet light. Let me see. Maybe that's that. Switch to the light disposal. Okay, got a couple different things. Oh, Travis is going to do the lighting under the cabinets as well, and he's going to put that on a switch. I think that might be related to that. Okay, and then here we've got garbage disposal because we have 2 dishwashers and a garbage disposal, so that's all happening here. And then this is under cabinet light. Okay, another switch thing happening. Outlet, 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 and thinking through, you know, actually using this kitchen. First off, this will be the out the kitchen window view, which will be nice. We got kids activity area and then the back fenced area. I'm thinking this area will be, you know, slow cookers, instant pot, bread machines. And to get the full vision for it, if we come way back here from that window on down, end of the other window, a long L of countertop, and then the big island here in the middle. And then we'll have the big stove and of course upper cabinets going on here. That is for the big vent hood. That plug is for the stove. It is going to be a gas stove, but it's got a convection electric oven. I just, you know, I go through all the stoves and I do a little crazy laugh because, like, did I want a gas oven or an electric oven? I went round and round and round. And then some other good friends of mine who do a lot online and with this particular model stove and such went with the convection oven and gas for the cooktop. So in a power outage, I would not be able to use the oven, but I'd be able to use the stove top, and that's what it gets back to for me. So that's fine. Countertop, we will have a countertop ice maker here and refrigerator situation going on here, chimes going on. Here's the rope that they were using and everything. There you go, electrical folks. There's all the electrical stuff going on. There's the chimes that are singing so nice. Okay, so now we will go give Margaret this bottle. And actually, so this structure, don't count that as her housing. She's got her calf hutch for now. This was a kiddo wanted to experiment with building pallet houses. Really, Travis and them are going to do that, but this kid like had to do it and wanted to adventure with it that day. Hey girlfriend, you see what time it is? So it's just there for the moment. I see that, but we do pick up our 3 piggies this coming weekend. I know, this is so serious. It is so serious. Okay, so feeding a calf, as I've learned these last few weeks, it's very, very serious. Very, very serious. So anyway, let me get my camera down. I know, girl. I know. You want to get to business. By the way, she's got this whole big area right now. And this is where her growing up time is happening. Okay. I know. Super, super serious. Super serious. I know. Yes. So I hardly ever get a turn because the kids all rush to do it. There is lots of cow spit involved. I know. Here you go. You're doing it. Yep, that's one of those calf headbutts. So one of the kids holds the top of the nipple, and they feel like that helps them get a hold of it more and doesn't have as much calf headbutting going on. Let me hold it in my arm. Anyway. Let me try it without. What you think? If I'm standing funny, I'm just bracing my back for being in one position. So this is half a gallon. She's almost got it sucked down. Okay, Margaret. Okay, come on. Let's get our workout in. Come on, girl. Come on, Margaret. Woo! Come on, girl. Okay, come on. Time to go back. Come on. Woo, good girl. Good girl, Margaret. Stretch your arms. Stretch your arms. Wag your little calf ears. Good girl. I know, you like all over belly or body rubs, don't you? Yeah, I know. What am I holding in my hand? It's exciting. Oh, woohoo. Now don't eat my shoe, don't eat my shoe. It might feel like the texture of the bottle, huh? I have a halter for her. I was going to have my mom hold my hand and make sure I get her halter on her right because it has to be adjusted. So we'll wait for that. We'll just halter train you from the get-go. You want to run some more? Huh? We can do this. We can do it. We can do it. Oh, and she really loves, we had this tree or this stump ground up. And this is where Margaret spends her days, isn't it? You like to roll in the mulch and sun yourself. Yeah, those are not bottle shoes. I know, you're licking them. You're licking them. Oh, you're going to play now. You jumping? She's a nice, playful girl. Maybe a head rub, huh? Full body rub, huh? Yeah, yeah. You want to run? Is that what's happening? Ooh, Margaret. Ooh, Margaret. Go this way. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, I see this. I see this. Playful girl. And we got the Premier One pig fencing. That's electric. So we'll be picking up our piggies soon, and they'll be rotate in a couple different places, but I also wanted this as an option since we have so many areas that we can rotate them through as well. I don't think I showed you over here. So got irises coming up and tulips. Those pallets, those are, Travis got those, I don't know, we'll say Facebook Marketplace, had them delivered, and those will be used for making different critter structures as well. Lots of good plans and such online for those. But anyway, you can see the yellow wires up top is where Travis is doing some exterior lights. Our colors are not going to stay white windows, green shutters, and brown trim, but one thing at a time, right? So I would love to do a whole exterior overhaul when we get to it, but for now we're getting that kitchen in. But here's how this is looking. I need to spend some time in it as well. We got the mulch. I'm going to spread that out, but at least we got tulips and stuff coming up. And those beds, this one was moved out last night when they were doing the lights, but it just, besides the colors, it looks really nice with the 3 raised beds against the house. And we'll get started pretty soon here on planting those. We've still had some interesting Virginia weather. So there we go. That's the the beginning of the vision. Now I think that one needs to come over a little more, but you get the idea. Great things are going to happen there. So Travis, a friend gave him these pallets, and so he has a plan to make an area for the beehives out of these. So let's go. We're going to go find a spot. So no, I'm not doing the thing I didn't want to return to doing. Just some organizing and decluttering stuff I'm doing. Anyway, Travis said, hey, do you want to go look at a beehive spot with me? And I said, sure, let's continue on with this. So many daffodils growing up here that I also want to get moved. This is the other side of the cow woods, as I'm calling it. So we were kind of thinking, Travis was thinking over here, fine with me. I mean, this is our pathed area. It goes here, up the hill, down the hill. What were you saying? Yes, but this looks like a fine area for bees. Yeah, they'll have a nice happy time. Maybe I'll move these daffodils over here for them. Okay, so you're going to take your scoop, and you were saying you were going to dig down?
Yeah, make it flat.
Okay. And we have one hive now, but... Okay, that's cool. Why not? Sounds good to me. And so now I am back inside, and I am going to work on cleaning up our griddles from where I made breakfast on this day, and then we are finally going to get those eggs in the incubator. Okay, and so now we're going to put the eggs in this incubator. I had to wait to get the humidity up to over 50. So I'm going to open this door a little bit. I think what was happening, was holding us up, is it seemed like maybe in the back this lid wasn't down all the way, and that's something that you got to watch, but we're there now. So it said once it was 99.5 and the humidity was over 50 that we can put them in. Okay, so I just read with this suitable humidity is 48 to 55. They want it around 50. So anyway, now we got to let it come down just a little bit. I opened the little window back up that needed to be open, but they said if you were having trouble with the humidity to close it. So we can't put the eggs in quite yet. We're getting closer. Okay, Daniel?
Can we about to right now?
Well, I think we need to watch. We need this second number to go down just a little bit. I know you've been waiting all day. And of course, whenever we take the lid off, that's going to reset the temperature anyway, but we should have a better chance at everything coming up quickly. Here I am just explaining to Daniel. I gave him a dozen eggs to put in the incubator, and I was telling him to put them in and make sure the little X's are facing up. And then Benjamin is eagerly awaiting his turn. He's going to put in the next 10 eggs. Come to find out, our incubator is for 22 eggs, so we ended up with 2 extra, and those just got added to our eating eggs. So now Benjamin is going to put his in. He is very excited about all of this. This is when he asked me if the baby chicks were going to have X's on them, because I drew a little X on their shell. It's very serious work here. Thank you so much for doing all this cleaning and projects and canning and chicken eggs and feeding the cow and fun family farm adventures with me. I will be chatting with you in those comments below, and I'll see you very soon with another brand new video. Bye-bye. Thanks again to Thrive Market for sponsoring today's video. Go to thrivemarket.com/JStewart to get 40% off your first order and a free gift worth over $50 when you join Thrive Market today.